Hey everybody, welcome back, welcome back. I just finished this painting right here behind me and I'm pretty stoked on it. I'll be sharing it sometime later on social media. Which brings me to my talking point of today. Social media. Don't you love it when you spend a long time crafting some kind of art or video and put it out on social media for it to just completely flop? I don't know about you, but I love that. That really really makes me happy. And I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today. It's funny because sometimes the day will start out completely fine and then I'll go on Instagram and I'll look at my post from the day before and it'll still suck, and there'll be maybe a comment or two on it, which I appreciate whoever leaves those comments. Thank you for commenting on my work. And inevitably I'll go to the explore page and I'll find some other artists and I'll see how many, just hundreds of thousands of views they're raking in on reels, or how many thousands of likes they're getting on their posts. And it reminds me of the engagement that I used to have on my account. And if you're anything like me and you're having these similar issues, you wonder, is it my content that's fallen off, or did I insult somebody, or did I post a reel with a TikTok watermark? How did I anger the powers that be to the point that my content doesn't get promoted? And of course your brain starts racing, my brain starts racing, and I keep looking and I keep scrolling down the explore page and looking at different artists who, the more I scroll, the more I look, the younger the artists get. They're half my age and they're doing so much better than I am, and it makes me happy that they're doing well, but it makes me think about altering the type of work that I do, which I think is probably the worst thing you can do. Is sorry, God, I said how many times have I said it already? I think what the worst thing you can do is look at another artist or look at another creator and start comparing yourself to them, because that not only breeds insecurity, but it also kills your confidence. And your confidence is key if you want to produce fulfilling content or art. You want to be confident in what you produce. So, like I said, I'll be scrolling, I'll be looking, I'll be comparing, and as I'm doing this, my mood is just tanking. I start overthinking everything that I'm doing. I start questioning whether or not I should be spending time doing what I'm doing, and inevitably it ruins my day. And I remember when I first got into this, I didn't think like this at all. I was far too busy just creating work and putting it out there and enjoying the high of getting engagement. And I'm sure that some people, or a lot of people, still experience that on the platform or on other platforms, and it, and it makes me question whether I should keep going. Inevitably, I always come to the conclusion that I should keep going, because what else am I going to do? This is what I've set out to do. I set out to make art. Whether it brings me fame and fortune or whether it brings me misery and depression, I don't know in the long run what it'll bring me. In the short term, I try to keep it so that it makes me happy. So what I've done is I've gone into my Instagram settings, and there's this nice little setting where you can turn off suggested content. Sorry, I lied. You can't turn it off. You can only snooze it. That's how insidious Instagram is. You can only snooze suggested content for 30 days, and then it starts coming back into your feed. So all the stuff that you see after discussing something with your friends, for example, oh, I love staplers, and then you see a bunch of staplers in your feed, that's that nice suggested content where they're trying to get you to buy staplers. And you can turn that off. I mean, you can snooze it for 30 days. So I just keep snoozing my suggested content, and I try to stay off the explore page for the most part. I like discovering new artists. I like to see what other people are doing. But I don't do it too much because it's easy to get carried away and get lost up here and lose sight of what I'm actually trying to do. Sometimes I think it would be better if I didn't check social media at all. I wonder what that would be like. Because a lot of the time when I post something, I want to see what other people think of it, but for some reason, not a lot of people will comment on it. And again, I rack my brain. I don't know why. Maybe my content isn't engaging, or it's something else at play. I just don't know. Part of me does believe that I don't produce as good of work as I used to, because back in 2018, 2019, I had a lot more time to produce work, and I was a lot more depressed, and I feel like a lot of my more relatable work came from that time when I was a lot more sad. I still have those fleeting feelings of misery and depression. They're just much more few and far between now, and maybe my work has suffered because of it. I don't know. Maybe you should tell me. Please let me know. I would like to know in the comments what you think of this situation. So that was my little rant / talk for today. I just wanted to express how I feel about getting lost in my head and comparing myself to others when I know I shouldn't do it. And again, behind me, here's the finished product of the last week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks of work. And let me know what you think of this as well, because one of the main reasons I create art is I want people to see it, and I want people to react to it. I want to know what people think. I want to know if you hate it. I want to know if you like it. I want to know if you love it. I want to know if you would like to see it in person. I want to know if you want to see more of it. I want to know if you want to see less of it. I just want to talk to people about art, my art, their art. So thank you for listening. I know that these videos are kind of hard to watch because they're unedited and they're kind of long and I kind of ramble. But look at it this way. It's raising your attention span. If you can sit through my entire rambles that I've been posting, then your attention span is growing, and you as a person are also growing. So that's great. And I really appreciate it. And if you've made it this far in the video, which I honestly don't expect very many people to make it this far, please just go and watch my other videos. Please go check out my work. Please let me know what you think. Please leave a comment. Of course I want people to subscribe. Of course I want people to like the video. I hate asking for that kind of crap, because I know that if you really do like what I do, you will, sub or whatever. So all I ask is, if you please check out my work. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Again, I don't expect many people to make it this far in the video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this is Stan Bebosloth. I will see you and talk to you later. Thank you. I love you.